Hello? Hello?
It's just me. I'm coming to see if I got my stuff up there, my tax stuff.
Oh boy. I'm
I think I have the
right now?
the information up there.
Right now?
Huh?
Right now?
You doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, well, no, you might want to say something about this.
Okay. I won't come up there. I'll just take my suitcase
No,
and come up.
come on up. I say you might want to say something about what I'm about to say.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to hear this. Well, let's go here. Hey everybody. Guess what? I'm almost speechless. The report from Politico about 5 hours ago, the headline is Trump to award Bill Belichick the Medal of Freedom amid House impeachment push. The president is taking a last minute advantage of the powers of his office, even if his hold on it is slipping. That's what Politico reports. And then it goes, with just days to go in office and facing calls to resign, President Donald Trump is planning to spend the upcoming week taking a ceremonial victory lap and making last minute use of his presidential powers. A trip to the border is in order. Pardons appear to be in the works, and so too is an award ceremony for one of his favorite football coaches, as well as a top political ally. It's an agenda that seems off key for a president facing the prospects of a second impeachment. Not to mention, they could simply vote to oust him using the 14th Amendment, which basically says, hey, look, if you've done insurrection, a two-thirds vote of both houses of Congress, Senate and the House, can boot you out of there. Bye-bye presidency, okay? Anyway, it goes on and says, but Trump has maneuvered his way through political controversy before, and an aide said these events have long been in the works. So on Monday, he's going to reward, of all people, Jim Jordan to the highest civilian honor of the Medal of Freedom. Then he's going to visit the Alamo on Tuesday. And on Thursday, he's going to give Bill Belichick the Presidential Medal of Freedom. As far as I'm concerned, Trump should leave that for President Biden to do and not embarrass Bill. I mean, what a thing to do to your friend, right? You produce an insurrection Wednesday of last week, sent everybody into a tizzy. Half the government wants you gone, more than half the government, really. Everybody's pissed off. The nation's just on edge, wondering what you're going to do next. And in all this, you're going to shower some of that bad feeling on, of all people, New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, who I'm hoping just says, I'm ill. But I know that he's the president's friend and all this. But where do you draw the line when something like an insurrection that has cost the lives of 6 people comes into play? Where do you draw the line? What a thing to do to your friends, I mean, what a thing to do to your friends. Hey, as I was trying to explain to a friend of mine, this stuff's more complicated than you realize. Anyway, it goes on. It says the president, as efforts to pursue a normal schedule events amid the tumult he inspired that began last week, when in the aftermath of the riots, he awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to professional golfers Anna Sorstam and Gary Player. I didn't know that. Went right over me, went past me, so I guess, hey, he's next in line, right? This week's events will have a similar somber backdrop. Democrats could vote as early as Tuesday on articles of impeachment for inciting the violent mob. I'm really hoping they invoke the 14th Amendment. Seriously, all right? For inciting the violent mob that ransacked the Capitol, House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn said on Sunday. And this reports that not everybody in the administration is going along with business as usual. Vice President Mike Pence was planning to hold events that week highlighting policy wins for the administration. That was his first plan. Now, he's expected to lay low and stay still. They might have texted like, dude, what'd you do that for? Are you crazy? So anyway, Politico is reporting that with just 10 days left in office, Trump is trying to take advantage of the power of the presidency up until the last minute. He's mulled presumptive pardons for family members, maybe himself. Watch Trump pardon himself. Watch, okay? Closest staff members, and is expected to hitch a final ride on Air Force One back to Florida ahead of Biden's inauguration in a final snub of the election results. God, this is like, and they're writing this like this is like okay. And it writes, the Presidential Medal of Freedom will represent the culmination of one of the more public relationships Trump has enjoyed with a major sports figure during the course of his presidency. Last month, Trump reappointed Belichick to the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition, and prior to that, he welcomed Belichick and the Patriots to the White House following their Super Bowl win against the Atlanta Falcons in 2017, but the team did not go for a traditional post-championship ceremony in 2019 after it won the Super Bowl again, although owner and Trump friend Robert Kraft had made personal appearances without the team. Belichick wrote a letter of support for Trump during the 2016 election, and the president has called him a, quote, very good friend, unquote. The admiration is so deep that Trump has mused about turning to the coach as a military advisor. Trump says he's a very good friend of mine. He's a winner. You know, if I ever had a military battle, I call up Belichick and say, what do you think? What do you think? Give me a couple of ideas. Belichick has no military experience, but his dad was an advanced scout for the Naval Academy. He said it was a very nice compliment that, you know, Trump did that for him. And he said he's flattered by that. And of the 25 Presidential Medal of Freedoms that Trump has doled out, 15 have been for people known primarily for sports, including 2 posthumous awards to Babe Ruth and Babe Jigston Zacchaeus, respectively. The others were Lou Holtz, Alan Page, and Roger Staubach in the NFL and college for Lou Holtz, Jerry West and Bob Cousy, NBA, Mariano Rivera, baseball, Jim Ryan, track, Dan Gable in wrestling, of course Gary Player and Anna Sorenstam in golf, and Tiger Woods as well, and Roger Penske in auto racing. In fact, Tiger Woods was the only one where I actually asked the White House when I was on the White House press list to come, and they rejected me. I can't wait for the Biden White House to take place so we can get back to people being treated with respect, particularly members of the media. You know what I mean? Rather than this partisan stuff they've been playing for the last 4 years. You know, the problem with the administration is they make it hard to really like and support them. They really do. You know, they don't play like other administrations. They don't understand that they're institutions to be respected. They have their own thing, and that's it. And that's how they've behaved for 4 years, and they've only gotten worse. So you know what? Great. I really can't wait until we get them out of the White House and get back to normal, because this is crazy. Nobody should be treated the way that this administration has treated the United States of America. It is shameful, and it is disrespect for the institutions that comprise the United States of America, and you ought to be upset about it. If you're not, there's something wrong with you. Okay? Period. End of story. You know, Bill's going to get his award, but he ought to let... I mean, you want a Medal of Freedom from a guy that's going to be impeached again? It's tainted, you know? It'll be different if you'd already gotten it. But this thing is more like, hey, you know, bail me out by letting me pin you. Wow. All right. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com. I'm flabbergasted.